Hey guys, and welcome back. Hey, today I'm going to be talking about some beginning sweep picking. Sweep picking, you may have heard of it. Guys like Frank Gambale were real masters of it. Really unbelievable what they did. And what I'd like to do today is just go through some of the basics of sweep picking, sort of where I came from on it. I'm not a great sweep picker by any stretch of the imagination, like a Gambale or somebody like that. But I do use it in my playing, and there's some common things that I do that I'll share with you guys that hopefully you can get some basics of sweep picking down. So, just to start off, the first time I probably heard and recognized sweep picking as some sort of sweep picking was Jimmy Page type of stuff. And all I would hear him doing, we didn't even call it sweeping at the time. I remember my old guitar teacher calling it raking the string. So he would basically just do this, take his right hand and basically angle the pick slightly downward and just let the pick fall through those strings. So, for instance, Page would do something like on a... he would do this thing where, like, he would push through like an A minor chord, for instance. If he was a blues, he'd do like A, C, E, A. He wouldn't just do that like that, though. He would sort of like through it, and then he would pick into... some sort of thing like that where he'd get out of it. All right, and then you could take that idea and you could stretch it a little bit further. So this would be like sort of the first series of sweeps. You could do like an A minor, C chord, D minor, E minor, and then terminate it up on the A note. So and that gets you sort of like an downward sweep picking. So we're just pushing them all down. Okay, then the next thing that I heard that I really recognized as something that was true sweeping was I heard a riff, and it might have been from like Joe Pass or somebody. I don't know exactly who it was, but it was a jazz riff. I have a distortion sound on. I'm going to keep it on distortion just for simplicity's sake here. But if I did this C major 7 staircase looking thing, and I started on an up pick on the B note, and then I pushed my way through. So I did up, down, up, hammer, and then down, down, down. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little like pull off from the D note and down. So, and it's a jazz riff that, was a very common one for a while. So again, I'm doing up pick and then hammer, down, down, down. And if you notice, I am angling my pick angle this way so that it just pushes its way through. Okay, and then I could go upward and downward. So getting back to that first note. So all I did was hammer, and I think I'm doing a double upstroke. Now, when I go the opposite way, I've got to change my pick angle from this angle to this angle, basically. If you hear guys like Troy Grady talking about upward and downward pick slants, that's what they're talking about, is just angling your pick angle a little bit different. It's not the same as what it is for sweeping, but you'll get the idea. If I'm going B, G, E, C, and then I do down to the B note. So the idea. Then that sort of led me down the road of doing a little bit of an exercise, and the exercise was like a nonsensical exercise, but it would be like if I started off basically on an A flat major 7, that same shape, but I did just the opposite then of the staircase. So I went A flat, C, E flat, G, B flat, E, B, F. Now, the key to this is down, and then upward. I'm gonna do that angle again. Then I'm gonna take that chromatically up a half step, up a half step. So it's like. So it sounds impressive, but there's really not much to it. But it's a good sound, though. It's like a hurricane of sound, you know, even though it's sort of nonsensical musically.